Morning everybody. I'm back at Baden Hall, first time on the middle pool. It's Wednesday, 19th October. It's very breezy. It's not too bad weather-wise, kind of. It's probably about 15-14 degrees, something like that, so it's not mega cold. I'll spin this round, show you where I am. So I'm on peg 11 on the middle pool. I'll see if I can get the map up of the pool, show you whereabouts I am. Like I say, it's very breezy. I've got one of them woolly things on the mic. I don't know if the volume's going to be okay. I've picked this peg because the wind's kind of coming from the east, which is from that direction. It's quite narrow-ish in front of me, so I'm thinking if the fish kind of come through here, there's a deeper part. There's one or two different depths here, so I'm going to play about with that. And I've also got, hopefully nobody jumps in, peg 12 there, that one I think. And I've got this kind of little bay as well I can stick a rod in. So I've just got here, stuff still on the barry. Runs up the path there. There's not many on at the minute today. I'm hoping it stays this way, to be honest. There's probably about 4, 5, 6 maybe on this, which is quite a, I think it's, can't remember what size it was. Maybe 6 acre? Not sure to be honest. So anyway, I'm going to get set up, get the rods out, and I'll come back to you in a bit. There we go fellas, camp's set up, rods are out. I'm fishing just under 7 wraps out, which is just under halfway. And while I was getting the bivvy up, I chucked a few, well 2 obviously. Chucked 2 rigs out, which I'll show you in a bit. Both on method feeders actually, one on ground bait, one on micro pellets, and believe it or not, I've had a run on both of them. Unfortunately I wasn't quick enough because I was putting the bivvy up and lost both of them, but yeah, it's an optimistic start. Got the bivvy set up there. I say I'm on peg 11. Never fished this lake before, to be honest. So I've just seen the bailiff. He's just been round. There's 4 of us on. At the minute, I'm the only one on a night ticket, so it's possible I might have a lake exclusive for 25 quid today. Happy days. Not long. I'm not sure how long I'm here for. Could be a day. Could be 2 days. Might do, I don't know, 24, 36 or 48 hours, not sure yet, but I'll come back to you and let you know. Right fellas, here we are. It's Wednesday, time is 10 past 11. Here on the bridge pool, on the middle pool at Baden Hall. Peg 11. It's very windy, quite mild. Some rain coming in, I believe. We'll see what occurs. Not many here. Fishing in the middle of the lake at the minute. Had a little lead about. Found a couple of clear spots. Smooth, put on the pullback. So I've dropped a couple of rods there. Probably at the same clipping distance, but probably about 20 foot, 30 foot apart. And as I say, I've had a tickle on both of them, but as I was putting the stuff up, bivvy up and whatever, I wasn't quick enough, and so. But hopefully it's a good sign, and we'll see what occurs. We've got a 3rd rod set up. Obviously it's a 2 rod limit here, but we've got a 3rd rod set up. I'll show you this little bay. So I've got the 2 rods there that are out kind of in the middle there, and then I'm in kind of this little bay here, which has got some flat water. And I've got a third rod going on there. The plan was initially to stick this rod in and stick one on in the middle, but because I've had a tickle on both rods in the middle at the minute when I chucked them out while I could set everything up. Because I've had a bite on both of them, I'm going to stick with them for now. I'm going to start feeding this bay a little bit with naturals, because it's going to be shallower in here, and hopefully I'm going to be using chickpeas and a bit of sweet corn, and hopefully the crays, so I've heard, don't really like chickpeas. We'll see. A little visitor here, probably going to take both my lines out in a minute. Eat you, cheeky lad, little girl. So like I say, I'm going to start chucking a bit of bait in here, see if there's any signs. At the minute I've got this set up on a chod, on an helicopter, helicopter setup, a chod rig with a little yellow pop-up on. I'll probably change the pop-up, I might just stick a chickpea on, see how we get on. But for now I'm going to stick with these two. I've only just finished setting up and that, so I'm going to have a cup of coffee and relax for an hour or two. I'll come back to you if there's any updates. If not, I shall let you know what's going on this afternoon or tea time. Okay fellas, not weighed it yet, but it's a decent sized mirror. It's first day, Wednesday afternoon, it's probably about 3 o'clock, and this one's come out of the bay. It's in the bay behind the camera there. There we go. Seems decent. I think it could be a 20. I might be in the 20 club today. That was on helicopter rig with a boom on and just a what was it, chickpea? Just chickpea on the hook. I've chucked some chickpeas out again because it's quite shallow here with the cray problem. I was thinking, as I said earlier, apparently crays are not that interested in naturals as such, so chickpeas done the business, so happy days. Cool, blimey, it's gone a bit breezy in it. Just showing you one of the rigs I'm using, ladies and gentlemen. Can you see that? Yeah, there we go. So method feeder basically, little probably about 3-inch hook length. It's coated braid, soft coated braid, because of the crays in here, and I was going to use just braid, but obviously you get tangled up and whatever, so it's just the soft coated. It's got a size 7 Nash claw hook on, and it's got a cut down krill wafter, 15mm wafter, and then this is just ground bait and micro pellet, which where is it? There we go. So at the minute, I've got the micro pellet, which is sticky. I think it's Ringer's sticky micro pellet, and then that's on the rod that's in at the minute, because I've got one rod in here which is out in the middle, like I say. I've just chucked some boilies over there, obviously for the night kind of thing. And then the other rod that's ready to go there, that's up by the bivvy, that's got the homemade ground bait on, which both of them have had a tickle, but it's been bream on both of them. And then the one in the bay where the water's a bit calmer, I've just got that on a pair of sticks there, and the other bite alarms on there. That's the one. I've just had a bream on that one as well, to be fair, but I've had that carp as well, which was £18 with the sling. But the sling's £3, so it's £15. But nice fish, nice orangey mirror. Lake's a bit low at the minute, which is a little bit of a pain for getting the fish out and putting them back in, because to be honest, I've forgot to bring my wallygogs, so I can't kind of get in to let them off, but let them back in, but I'm doing my best. It's around about 4ish, just after, and losing the sun a bit now. Like I say, I've put some tiger nut boilies in on the 2 spots, and kind of around about there on one, which that rod isn't in at the minute, but I have baited it. And then the other one is, again, it's the same wraps, it's only 6.8 wraps out. So I've just kind of put a bit of tiger nut boilie over both of those spots for tonight, even though I'm only fishing one. And then this one in the bay is back on a chickpea, which has done the business. Not really use chickpeas, or I'm not a big kind of user of naturals. It's usually boilie, or well, now ground bait and pellets and that, but I don't know, I keep showing you when you can look at my beautiful face. Well, I'm showing you the lake, you know what I mean? So yeah, don't usually use chickpeas. We actually bought a load for when we did the bridge pool here. I think we all went a bit mad with bait, and I ended up not using that much because the weather was shite. So I've had tins of chickpeas in the garage for Christ knows how long. So I bought them, and I've had a carp on it, so I'm quite optimistic. I'm here obviously tonight, tomorrow at least till about tea time. I might do a second night, I'll see how I feel tomorrow, see how it's going. And that's the update really. So 1 carp and 3 bream up to press. It is known for bream in here. So I'm not surprised I've had 1 or 2 bream. But I'm glad I got that carp. I know it's not big, it's only £15, but nice to get off the mark, isn't it? And it is, it runs water as such. They're not massive in here. It'd be nice to get a 20 plus, but see how it goes. So yeah, see what happens. I hate that team. See how it goes. And let's jump straight in. Do you know what I mean? These YouTube videos that you're watching. What's up, guys? Oh no. So anyway, that's my little moan. So I'll check in with you a bit later. Adios. Quick update, fellas. It's 25 to 7, Wednesday, first day. Losing the light now. Not had anything. Well, can't remember what I've told you I've had. I've had 1 carp anyway, £15 mirror, and 3 3 or 4 bream, not sure to be honest with you. At 4 I think it is. But, you know, nobody cares about the bream. Well, I'm sure some people do, but I don't. So, rod set for the night. We'll see if anything happens. I'll come back to you if something does. Well, I say that. Obviously if it's pitch black, I'll just take a photo, bob that up, come back to you in the morning. Just had the old hot dogs. I'm going to have a cheeky cider now, I think. It's getting a little bit cooler. Still sitting outside though. It's you know, it's nice. It's quite mild to be fair, but it's just, you know, it is getting a bit cooler with the breeze. So I shall head on inside in a second or two. Get comfy, see what I can find on the Amazon Prime video or the catch-ups. I've got all the channels on the phone, so and unlimited data, so it's as we say, happy days. So I'll speak to you in the morning anyway.
She was initially the problem because she was born with a problem, so they had to sort of like sort her out. But then they swapped positions of her being okay to Archie not being well. And then I remember at one point I said, "Why is he making that noise, like the grunting noise?" And whatever member of staff.
Morning everybody. It's Thursday, it's misty, rainy, cold. Not that cold to be fair. There's some rain and wind overnight though. Jesus. What? You might have just seen me little casting out with me cheeky onesie on. You know what I mean? What? Nothing happened overnight really. A couple of liners. Nothing exciting, so I'm just refreshing the rods again now. I keep looking at the screen of the phone rather than the camera, so it looks like I'm talking to somebody else instead of talking to a little hole at the top of my phone. That makes more sense, doesn't it? So yeah, nothing overnight. A couple of liners. I'm just refreshing the rigs now. One came back in with no bait on it. To be fair though, it was a chickpea, which is what I caught on yesterday, the carp. So I'm going to stick that back out, and I've just bobbed the other one back out on a what's that got on it? Tiger nut. I've put a tiger nut boilie, ardent tiger nut boilie on that one, and chuck some. I did put some tiger nut boilies over the spot yesterday afternoon. About 5 spods, 6 spods. Nothing overnight, so I've put some chickpeas, just spotted some chickpeas over it, see if that does anything. So we'll wait and see on that one. I'm just going to get the other rod out, and then I'll come back to you a bit later. Misty, misty mornings. Quiet again. Don't think there's many here, to be honest. I haven't checked the app. The live pegs app, which I'm not convinced is quite up to date, because there was a day ticket on peg 7 yesterday that went about 4 o'clock, and I'm pretty sure he's still showing as being on. But he ain't, I'll tell Lee. Let's have a little look here. This is, that says peg 11 here, but if you look at the paths here, that's my path there, and then right next to it's another path for peg 10, which is here. So it's cracking double swim really. If you want a bit of a social, it's ideal. These pegs are, if you can get them. I don't think we can't book them. Sorry, I'm looking around. I'm not looking at the camera. You can't name the swim when you get here, but if you do drop on, I think there's 1 or 2 actually down this side. There's peg 7 there, if you can see it. It's peg 7, so that fella was there yesterday. So there's a little bay there, it's peg 8 and peg 9 in that bay. Further down there's like peg 1, and then the opposite side is, I don't know what it goes up to, 50 something I think. So it kind of goes round anti-clockwise. One down there, all the way up. Quite a long lake, I think it's about 500. I think they said it's 500 yards, 500 metres or something. So yeah, it goes up numerically and then round on the anti-clockwise, and then you can see them pegs over there. Bit kind of a match lake when you think, isn't it? You know what I mean? Because there's pegs kind of facing each other. If it's full, you've not got, even though it's quite a big lake, you've not got that much water if there's quite a few on, because it's probably about where I mean, I'm not in the widest part by any means. It goes wider up the top there. Pegs, I don't know, 16 onwards, goes round in a bowl kind of thing at the top. But this part here, I'd say that's probably, I don't know, 40, 50 yards maybe across from me. So if there's people fishing across from me now, I wouldn't have that much water. Although I have got this little bay here. I'm not sure if that's a peg there. If you can see it in that gap in the trees kind of thing. I'm not sure if that's a peg. Might have a wander around, have a look actually. If I can be bothered. So I've got this little bay, but I'm not sure if that is a peg and there was somebody fishing there. What? If they'd claim that kind of bay, I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, I'm off the blank with that one yesterday, the £15 mirror. So pressure's off. Still not sure if I'm stopping. I've booked on for a day ticket up to now till 5ish. I'll decide a bit later if I'm stopping another night or not. It's just the weather. I don't like packing up when it's pissing down or rain, to be honest, and the forecast isn't looking brilliant. It's clearing up today, so obviously a bit more ideal to kind of pack up today or suffer in the morning, because you have to be off I think it's 9. I think it's 9 or 9:30, but I think it's looking like it's going to piss down. So I don't know. I'll check the weather a bit later, decide from there. Okay, boys and girls, I'll come back to you a bit later, hopefully with a fish. It's gone a bit quiet, to be fair. The rods yesterday were bleeping away for bream and that carp, and I missed a couple as well. But kind of tea time onwards yesterday, 5ish onwards, it's just been really quiet. But the winds have dropped now, thank God. That was a bit rough last night. Thought the bird was going to come down. The only problem with these cyprinus, really, with them being quite big, got quite a big height on them. Well, this is the MH. You know, if the wind gets behind it, you have to make sure it's pegged down. Not that I'm dissing it though, it's a cracking bevy. Loving it. Loving it. Anyway, I'm whittling on, so I'll catch you later. Right folks, quick update. It's about 12ish, 1 o'clock, something like that. And I've had 2 bream today, up to now. One was quite a big slab, to be fair, but still a bream in it. It's pissing it down, or raining, depending on what vernacular you like to use. It's I don't know, for 15 odd degrees, something like that. I think there's me and 2 others on the lake at the minute, but very quiet. No carp, unfortunately. I'm still undecided whether to stay the extra night. I'm booked on until about 5. I'm tempted to kind of, if the rain goes off, to just pack up and go, like 4ish kind of thing. If the rain carries on, I may as well stay till morning. So we'll see what happens. Just looking out the bivvy. Turn it around for you. There we go. Got the mozzie mash down. No camo mozzie mash. Keep a bit of warmth in. It's a little bit. It's not cold, but it's a little bit fresh. So just keep the heat in a little bit with the mash down. But yeah, not a lot happening. So we'll see what happens in the next 2 or 3 hours, and I'll come back to you and update you then. Evening, fellas. It's Thursday evening. It's 6:10. I've decided to stay for the evening, for the night. So not had another carp today. A couple of slabs, bream, but it's gone drier now. To be honest, I kind of thought I'll it was either pack up this afternoon or go tomorrow, depending on the weather. I thought it was going to rain all day, so I booked on for the overnight, and then it's dried up. But booked on now, so I'm going to go for it. I might even book another day ticket tomorrow and finish a bit later tomorrow. Just purely for a bit of a break, really. Not because of a lot of job. I'm just looking at the water there. There's a few shows actually, but not convinced the carp. But anyway, yeah. So 6:10 Thursday evening, and yeah, 6:10 Thursday evening. So I'm here till at least tomorrow morning, possibly till tomorrow afternoon. We'll see how we get on. Nothing more to report on the catching side. Still the one carp and several bream. Several. I don't know what I'm up to now. 5, 6. I don't know. Quite a few bream. I've tried the boilie only approach as well. I've been doing the naturals, as in the chickpeas, which got me the carp. But obviously they're very soft, and there are crays in here, so then I don't think they're lasting too long, to be honest with you. So I've kind of switched over to tiger nut, hard bait and wafty. So we'll see. But in amongst, still using the naturals, because I've opened the tin now. It's a big tin. You know what I mean? Waste not, want not. So we'll see what happens this evening anyway. Any pictures overnight, well, any fish overnight, I'll take pictures of, and I'll come back to you in the morning. Well, that's it, folks. It's Friday morning, about 7:30, 7:45, something like that. So I'm going to pack up. Nothing's occurred overnight, not a beep, nothing at all. So that'll be us. Just the one carp. I've had several bream, to be fair. Probably don't know, 5, 6, 7, I don't know, but several bream anyway, and one carp, 15-pound carp. So that'll be me signing off from the middle pool, Baden Hall, October, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.